let the man pop his drink first.
We on now, baby.
Well,
We
shit.
on now.
Hello, let's get it.
Great state. We finally got the third member of the team.
Dude.
Up with that quarantine look, quarantine beard.
Quarantine beard. All right, this is episode 2 of Debate from the Great State. Don't know what we're gonna title it yet, but we already know what we're gonna talk about. As we started with the first episode, we're gonna open up with a shot, with a toast. So right now I got tequila. What you boys drinking on?
Got some of that Great State bourbon here.
Okay, Texas bourbon.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Well, I had to go with the Bel Air Rose, man.
Bel Air Rose.
Black Bottle Boys.
Hell
Black Bottle
way to
Boys.
open up. Hey, bro.
Black Bottle Boys.
Me and Ant did it last week, bro. It was weird as hell, bro. For the first episode, we got the whole background with everybody's face on it. You wasn't on there, man. I'm glad we on. Hey, what we shooting to?
Well, hell, shoot to finally got this nigga Roy on point. Finally got my man here.
Finally got third member of the trio.
Yeah. Let's shoot to that.
Bottoms up.
Hey, I can do that.
All right, so we're gonna hold it down for an hour.
Jesus.
Couple things to talk about that's been going on these past few weeks. I guess we'll open up with Fort Hood. So y'all heard about that?
Yeah, I heard a little bit about it, man.
What you think about it, Ant?
Let's go with the video, man, first, and I'll come off with that later, man.
All right. Let's open it up. Hey, Ray, let me know if you can't hear it.
All right. I'm good.
Did the right thing. They always say you're supposed to report sexual assault, sexual harassment. Look what happens when you report sexual harassment at Fort Hood. You get bullied, you get hazed, you get harassed, you turn up dead. This is not America. That base is toxic. Our soldiers are not safe. We need to protect our military. What is going on? How are we losing another soldier?
Elder was supposed to call his mother in Boston on Sunday, August 16th, the day before he was supposed to leave Darnell Army Medical Center. His mother, Elena, is quoted as saying, "The last time we talked on Sunday evening, he told me, 'Mom, as soon as I get out of the hospital and get my cell phone, I will call you. I'll make a video call so you can see me.' These were his last words to me. I promise you I will call you Monday," and it never happened.
You'll never just disappear to not call me and tell me, "Mom, I'm okay. Don't you worry." He won't do that for no reason.
Elder checked into the medical center on August 11th, but he was very vague about why he was being treated, even though he talked to his family regularly while at the hospital.
In April, he was working in the supply room, and another person sexually harassed him.
His older brother told ABC News that Elder had confided in him about some abuse a month ago, but he told his brother he was taking care of it. Elder served as a chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear specialist with the 1st Cavalry Division. He reported he was being sexually abused by members of his own unit, so they transferred him to a new unit and deployed his old one. Interesting timing, huh? According to Fort Hood officials, on August 17th, a staff sergeant picked up Elder from the medical center and dropped him off at his house in Killeen.
Was the staff sergeant called? Or how did he know to go pick up Elder? How did he know Elder needed a ride? Those are questions that we need that unfortunately they're not able to give us.
When they asked Fort Hood officials if they could talk to the staff sergeant that drove him home from the hospital that day, they said they could not give them access to those members of his unit. Officials told them the medical center has no record of Elder being signed out to a superior because he was just getting a ride. Except the thing is, Elder was dropped off at the wrong address. He used to live there, but he had moved into a new house a month earlier. Are we supposed to believe that Elder asked to be dropped off at an address where he didn't even live? And according to an interview she did with KCEN TV, his mother Elena said, the roommates told us he was never there. They had never seen him on that Monday. He had already moved out from that apartment. Elena said nobody had seen him open the door or get inside the house. We don't know after that. By Wednesday, August 19th, his family reported him missing. By August 23rd, they were meeting with Fort Hood investigators. Not surprisingly, they were told that Elder must have disappeared on his own and that he was suicidal. And according to Elder's Aunt Isabel, there's no proof of who picked him up. There's no proof of where he went. There's no proof of where he was dropped off, really. There's no proof of anything. And if that wasn't strange enough, Elder's car was still at Fort Hood with everything in it. Everything except his backpack and his ID, apparently, because those are the two items that were found with his body on Tuesday. In a statement, Temple Police said it appeared that Elder had been dead for some period of time. Maybe as long as August 17th? Autopsy reports are pending, although despite what they may or may not say, we'd be interested to learn how he got all the way to Temple without a car. And what was he wearing when his body was found? It's been reported that he was wearing black Army-issued gym shorts, a t-shirt, and red sneakers the last time anyone saw him alive. KCEN TV News 6 asked Fort Hood to clarify what the procedure was for a soldier being discharged from the hospital. They asked if the people who picked him up were assigned by his unit or not. Officials answered the first question in an email saying, commanders generally have the authority to take necessary and appropriate.
All right, so I think that pretty much gives us the gist of what happened. And you want to take lead on this one?
First and foremost, man, whatever the hell's going on in Fort Hood, man, somebody need to get to the bottom of this shit. Because,
bro, you ain't never lying, man. It's some crazy stuff going down there in Fort Hood.
I mean, I thought Whitby was bad with depression and drugs, and I thought Norfolk was bad with everything Norfolk got to offer. That's bad. But people end up missing, hidden. They finally fired the CO for old girl CO, or was it the base commander got fired after they fired her body? And
Talking about down there in Killeen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
let's see. That's
who get held responsible? Because everything, all these stories, they start with a sergeant somewhere, right?
Right.
They start with an E5. That's the
easy thing. It's always easy when some shit go down, man, to go ahead and fire the leadership and to say that you got an investigation running. But the crazy thing about it is, this is like shit. Five fucking bodies, bro. Like literally 5 fucking bodies. And then the girl, when they found the girl, they said that she was sexually assaulted. There was some sexual assault associated with that. And then there was another Hispanic boy that was found not too long after her. And then now this new kid, the one that's on the video, they got him, and they say he was reporting some sexual assault. Now, you know, I worked around Army dudes, and, you know what I'm saying, Army folks, and they said they've been stationed in Killeen, and they say that's the most hood base out of all the military. They say there's dope dealing going on down there. They say it's prostitution going on. So, I mean,
it's a lot of stuff going on.
It would be hard for me to believe that somebody, like, who's in charge of that base, like some general, some high-ranking person that's in charge of that base, it's hard for me to believe that they don't know that base has issues and has historically had issues.
Right. So yeah. It's like a Twilight Zone down there, man. Like, so much stuff that happened from back when that one officer down there shot up everybody down there. It's just been like a cycle of events going around and going on down there on that basis surrounding that area. And I can't say that I know the answer to fix it, but, like, you know, some things just need to be, the slate just need to be wiped completely clean. You know what I mean? And like in the Navy, you know, they had that whole BRAC thing where they were shutting down different bases and stuff like that. Like, you know, I don't know what the Army's take is on that or anything like that, but I mean, it's just so much stuff going on around there, and it really just, you know, it's mysterious. It's always something going on. You don't hardly hear, you know, which could be media, where you don't never hear nothing positive coming from down that way, which I know a lot of that has to do with the media and stuff like that. But, you know, it's just always something negative, always something ongoing, people coming up missing, people coming up dead. And ain't this like the fourth or fifth person to come up dead from down that way?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know if
But
we
you know
got
what?
I
To
don't know
me,
if it's a serial military killer or something down there or something, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's just crazy what's going on, man.
well, you know what it reminds me of, bro? You remember when the Secretary of the Navy, the one that got fired, when when the whole COVID thing happened on what was it, the Roosevelt? And you remember when they fired the captain, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, the secretary of the Navy goes out there to the carrier, and he has this long ass speech on the 1MC about how it was good that they fired the CO, and
That's
how
the CEO that everybody was saying was the best CEO they ever had, right?
right,
Yeah.
right. But do you
Right.
remember when that story came out? Like, come on, man, you on an aircraft carrier with over 3,000 people, and you going over there talking cold cash shit. You know what I mean? You saying some very, very inflammatory shit. Over the 1MC. Amongst 3,000 people, and you don't think it's one person that's just got a recorder to record it, bro. Do you remember when that story hit CNN and hit the news media? Like, they actually had the recording from when the Secretary of the Navy came out, and that's what caused him to get fired. That's what
Yeah.
caused him to get fired. But the crazy thing about it is, with all of that controversy and all that bullshit, about 2 or 3 weeks later, you didn't hear nothing else about it. You didn't hear nothing else about how Navy is dealing with COVID, and we know obviously, but and for OPSEC reasons, we keeping it on the hush hush. But we talking about shit that make it to the public, and these are taxpayers, right? When taxpayers find out what's going on with their tax dollars, but it kind of reminds me of that, because we ain't heard nothing else since. And when we probably wouldn't have heard anything else about that girl down there in Fort Hood, because it's been about at least a good month since they found her body, at least, and the story halfway came out. You didn't hear nothing else about Fort Hood since, and then all of a sudden they got another body. So what I'm saying is, man, like, how do you, like what I say, man, like I don't think that you can really have an answer to fix it when it almost seems like there's a protection there. You know what I mean?
It does. And like I say, with this situation, is weird as hell. So, oh boy he went to what? He said he went to go report himself. He'll go to you go to the hospital for sexual assault, right?
Now, they didn't. I don't think that they said that he went to the hospital for sexual assault. They said that he had complained to, like, his brother about some sexual assault, and he was getting ready to report some sexual assault. They never said what he was in the hospital for.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that it may have been sexual assault related.
Either that or mental health, possibly.
Yeah.
Because if you are assaulted sexually, that's something that happens along with it. And with them doing that, 9 times 10, don't they supposed to put you on a watch out? Because man, supposed to be somebody supposed to be with you.
We talking about
least,
different standards, ain't we? Talking about different standards. I don't know how the Army do.
DOD should be across the board.
You would think.
When it would come to them situations, I would say.
You would think.
But that's thinking costs too much sense. So you know how that goes. But yeah, there's a whole lot of missing keys to that. Why he didn't drive himself to the hospital, or if it was something serious he had to go to medical, whatnot. Somebody took him. They probably got a report on who dropped him off there, if he actually did go.
Well, that's if they came in with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
I mean, it's a lot of inconsistencies with the story, man. And unfortunately, like, the one thing that they did not say is they got witness. You know what I mean? Like they got people not so much in custody, but they've identified like the inner circle that was associated with them around. But I never heard them say that they talking to these people. You know what I mean? That they collecting information, which I'm pretty sure that's
They probably are.
But yeah, it's happening behind the scenes. But
Yes.
you know, again, man, as a taxpayer, especially as a Texan, you know, if I'm living in Texas and I'm, you know, we don't pay state taxes, you know, so that ain't that much of a deal. But you know, I'm looking at that shit like, what the hell is going on at that base? And like Roy say, man, it's always whenever it's something with the military, especially the Army, it's always fucking Killeen, bro. It's always Fort Hood.
It's too much wide space, and you know, Killeen, it's a big little city, so to speak. Let me just leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff good into, and then you got one of the largest Army bases out there in the world. Damn near.
Hey, bro.
Things can't happen, but like y'all supposed to say.
If it was up to me, I'd say shut it down.
Somebody got to know something.
Yeah.
I shut it down. I shut that shit down.
Definitely. Y'all gotta move all that, move that somewhere else, man. They gotta get up out of there.
I cut orders. I start relieving people. I cut orders, and I set up an official date for deactivation of the base post haste.
Facts. Yeah, leave your Hummers, leave your canteens, leave everything. Just get y'all asses the
leave
fuck out.
Everything. Leave the 2-ton, leave the rucksacks, leave the water buffalo, leave it all.
Yeah.
Hey.
Don't take nothing except your ass up out of there. Birthday spoken.
So I want to segue into the next topic. I know y'all know about this. This shit been all over the media, man. With the Jacob Blake shooting up there in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Apparently the dude, you know, he didn't do nothing wrong. He witnessed some people fighting, like they was in a physical altercation. You know, as a good stand-up citizen, you know, he didn't say, you know what, this ain't my business. You know, he decided to try to break it up, you know what I'm saying, to keep any further, you know, conflict going on. And as he's breaking it up, or after he break it up, or somewhere in between, the police get involved and they want to know what happened. And, you know, he just don't want to talk. I mean, he didn't do anything. He didn't, you know, nobody had accused him of doing anything. You know, he didn't break any laws. You know, he just didn't want to talk to the police. He just witnessed the fight, broke it up. The fight was over. He didn't have nothing to say. He wanted to get out of there. So on his way to the car, he gets shot in his back. You know, they let him walk to the car, and then they shoot him in the back 7 times. And, well, y'all know the rest from there. But after that, you know, it opened up the whole, you know, Black Lives Matter protest thing up there in Wisconsin. And I guess, you know, there was reports of looting and rioting and things of that nature. But you didn't hear about any, like, violent activity until this young man, this young 17-year-old, Kyle Rittenhouse, comes through with a M4 Armalite, I don't say M4, Armalite 15, excuse me, AR-15. And he just started letting loose in the crowd. And he hit several people, and I think he killed at least 1 or 2 people out that crowd. So what you guys think about that? Or do y'all want to get into the video first?
Do the video first, man. Let it happen. Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say that, you know, I mean, I don't think we need to see the you know, the video of
Well, no, they just reporting on it. They not showing the video of what happened. I mean, we know what happened.
All right, as long as we ain't showing that, man, we don't need to keep showing that. So, go ahead.
2 different states involved in 2 separate shootings in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The first is Jacob Blake, the victim of a police shooting, shot in the back Sunday as he walked away from officers and was reaching inside.
I thought they reporting on it. They don't show the whole thing.
Tonight, Blake lays in a Wisconsin hospital, paralyzed from the waist down, and according to his father, handcuffed to his bed. The second is 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse, who was seen on video shooting 3 people Tuesday night on the streets of Kenosha. Rittenhouse was officially charged with 5 felonies today, including 2 counts of homicide.
We're protecting from the citizens, and I just got pepper sprayed by a person in the crowd.
Rittenhouse was interviewed shortly before the shootings and was asked if he was using non-lethal rounds.
We don't have non-lethal.
So you guys are full on ready to defend the property?
Yes, we are.
He's now awaiting extradition to Wisconsin from Illinois, where the former police cadet was able to drive back to after the shootings, despite walking with his hands up towards police.
For him to even be able to shoot somebody and still walk away from the scene. I mean, you know, they talked about finding a knife inside of the car, not even on Jacob Blake's person. But this guy's carrying around a long gun, killed somebody, just walking freely, was able to get back home to Illinois. Then, you know, we got a much bigger problem on our hands.
Tonight, hundreds are coming to Rittenhouse's aid. An online fundraiser has brought in nearly $80,000 for his legal defense, with donors calling him a patriot, a hero, and a legend who acted in self-defense. For their part, Wisconsin officials answered no questions on the case today.
Any explanation?
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Click the ABC7 logo.
All right, fellas. Roy, you want to take this one?
Yeah, man. First of all, man, just, you know, my prayers and thoughts go out to, you know, Mr. Blake's family and loved ones and stuff, man. I don't know, man. It's with the times that we living in, man, and with all this stuff going on. I'm gonna, you know, talk about, you know, the Blake thing first, and then I talk about old Rittenhouse or whatever his name is. But nowadays, man, with all this stuff going on with the police and, you know, people getting killed and stuff like that, you know, with not doing anything, you know, in an aggressive manner or aggravating manner and things like that, and still getting killed, man. Like, you know, I understand, you know, I don't know if he was breaking up a fight or not, you know what I'm saying? If he was, you know what I'm saying, then, you know, that's cool and stuff, man. But I just think that, and this is just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? This is my opinion. When it comes down my dealings with the police, man, and I've been stopped on several occasions. Hell, I didn't, you know, been in positions where, you know, it could have went left real quick, you know what I mean? And I wasn't doing anything wrong. So, you know, when it, you know, whenever dealing with the police, man, like, it's almost, it's I'm trying to think of the words to say, man. Like, I'm not saying that we gotta just lay down and bend over for them and all the other kind of stuff, but I think it gotta be a level of awareness and to just a heightened sense of, you know, security or something, like when you're dealing with the police, like knowing that these folk will shoot you and they'll kill you or whatever. They're trying to ask you a question. And I'm just speaking for myself. I don't know how y'all feel about this. Police ask me what's going on or whatnot. I don't think I'm just gonna walk my ass away from them and not say shit, and not say nothing to them. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to get in no reason to come after me. I don't get on no reason to grab my arm and say, "Hey, we was asking you a question." Like, I don't want none of that to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, police ask me what's going on or what I did. You know, hey, officer, this is what I did. This is what was happening over here. Blah, 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 blah. These are people you need to talk to, blah, 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 blah. And you know what I'm saying? Ask them, hey, is there anything else you need from me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's no reason why he should have been shot in the back, first of all. Let me just be clear about that. I'm not, you know, there's no reason why that should have happened. It should not have happened. If they wasn't going to allow him to walk away and get all the way to the driver's side of his car then they shouldn't have let him get that far in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, if you was going to detain him, detain him. You know what I mean? Don't let the man walk away. Because on the video, I mean, he walked away. The police was just stood there. And then as he was getting to his driver's side of his car, then they want to come around and you know what I'm saying, want to do something. You know what I mean? Like, if he was going to be detained or held up, it should have happened way long before he got around the car to his vehicle.
And see,
you know what I mean?
I agree.
That's part of, well, and I'll let you take it next from there. But I do feel where you're coming from, Roy. I done had several interactions with the police, you know, where they pulled me over, you know, in two different states at that, and not really have nothing to pull me over, no justifiable reason to pull me over. Like the most recent I was leaving the Army base, you know, where I work at. My tags and registration was good. I didn't, you know, violate any traffic law or anything, run no red light, illegally merge, you know, in between lanes without my signal or anything like that. And, you know, the guy pulls me over and, you know, I'm fully compliant because I know what time it is.
Right.
I pull out and you know, this is the piece about the military that's the unfortunate that people don't understand about Black folks when we get into these situations. I don't know how many times you guys, when y'all got pulled over by the police, you go through the standard, right? License, registration, proof of insurance. But I put that extra on top of it just so they know, you know, and y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I put that ID on top of there, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in uniform already, you know what I mean? But, you know, hoping that that's going to be my saving grace. But in this particular situation, the guy pulls me over, you know, and he says, well, I ran your tags and it says that your registration is expired. And, you know, Texas, I got my vehicles registered in Texas. We keep our sticker on the bottom left-hand side of the windshield. And clear as day, it was within, you know, it was like a month away from expiring, but it had not expired. You see what I'm saying? And so when he told me that, I say, well, that's ironic, officer, because right there is where Texas registration is. And it says 920 and it's 820 right now. So it's, you know, and I knew my stuff was good because I just, you know, I just filed for my registration. But going back to the part that Roy was talking about, you know, stopping and going back and answering the officer's question. I mean, to me, I feel that, and I agree with that sentiment. You know what I mean? You know who has the upper hand, you know who has the power.
Right.
But my problem with that is, and maybe it's a little bit of rebellion in me, it shouldn't have to be that way, man. If I had
you are absolutely right. It should not have to be like that, right? But
God damn it is.
we don't live in a fair world.
No, not at all.
Life ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? So these are the cards that we've been dealt. And I'm the type of person, you know, I play the cards that's dealt to me until I'm able to redeal. You know what I'm saying? Until I get to the point where I can redeal the cards and now everything going my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of the situation that you know we are in, and the heightened sense of, you know, everybody's on edge. You know what I'm saying? Officers on edge, people of color on edge, hell, white folk on edge. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you almost gotta make sure, and it's unfortunate. It's kind of the way, you know, until something drastic changes. I mean, people been dealing with injustices and stuff like that for a long time. You know what I mean? And you know, and that's Black people, we've been dealing with it for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that, you know, it's almost like being, if you got this supervisor or whatnot, right? Supervisor always on you, always on your ass, always on you. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna rebel against supervisor? You know what I'm saying? Or are you gonna make sure you do everything possible to make sure that that supervisor ain't got nothing to say to you, don't got nothing to, you know what I'm saying, bring to you about no BS or nothing, and you be able to go about your day, leave, come back, and do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's selling with harassment. What you're speaking of, then.
like I no, not the harassment piece. Just you know, if you just put that towards dealing with police officers and stuff, right? Like, tell the people what they want to know. Tell the people what they, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that they asking or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying. Just like I said, I ain't saying just lay down and just be no, you know, they ask you lay down and do some old dumb stuff. I ain't saying that, you know what I'm saying. But if it's something as simple as answering questions or trying to see what's going on or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Like, get a man what he wants so you can go about your day. That has become the life or death for us. You know what I'm saying?
And it's sad too. It's a fucking shame.
It's became life or death for us answering simple questions. So do you think that if he knew that his life was gonna be taken that day, you think he would have answered them questions?
And that's, you know what, man.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it could be maybe he, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to speculate on what the man did in his personal life or whatever, or what type of things he did on the side as far as like involvement with Black Lives Matter and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm sure he probably was fed up with the stuff too. He probably seen the stuff on TV just like we seen the stuff on TV about Black people getting killed. I feel a certain type of way. Shoot, just a little while ago, when I was going to the gas station just a little while ago, police jumped behind me. Do you think I was checking my mirrors every 5 seconds? Shoot, I'm checking my mirrors and everything. Man, got right behind me. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there. I'm just waiting for him to pop his lights on. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for him to pop his lights on. Hell, while we were sitting at the red light, hell, I had already reached in the glove box, got my registration, my insurance stuff all together, set it on the dashboard for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, sometimes we gotta go that extra mile, man, just to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, we good and we survive. You know what I mean? Like, and it's unfortunate. A lot of people might not agree with it. You know what I'm saying? But in these days and times, gotta move smarter. You know what I'm saying? And we have to make sure that we do what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? And in front of them to make sure that we stay alive. Meanwhile, what we doing behind the scenes with the whole movement and doing all that stuff moving sideways.
What you think about it, Nate?
Yeah. I'm with you to a degree, man. Like I say, it's again what Chris say, we shouldn't have to do this shit. But I feel what you're saying. We, for the sake of sakes, being allowed to tell your story and try to do something to change your whole deck of cards. There's certain stuff we still got to comply with that we have been complying with forever.
Because it's not going to change overnight. No, it's not going to change.
And apparently ain't changed over the last 50 years either. So
exactly. It's not. You know, it might not even change in our lifetime, bro. They've been fighting this stuff way back. You know what I mean? Early 1900s.
Here's the part of it to me, Roy, and this is the perfect place where we can segue over into the Rittenhouse boy. I get that part. I get the part that we gotta chill out. We gotta be smart. We can't let our emotions get the best of us. We have to comply, you know, because of the authority and kind of, you know, let them put themselves in a position to make them look bad. But, you know, there are some cases where even when we do comply, the worst happens. But the bad side of it to me is the aftermath, right? So, you know, let's say he didn't walk away. Let's say he complied and they still shot him in the back, right? You know that Black Lives Matter was still going to do what it was going to do. You know the protests was still going to happen because, you know, this has been a protest year this year. The kid Kyle Rittenhouse comes to Wisconsin from Illinois. His mother brings him there with a rifle, and he just started letting loose shots in the crowd claiming that he felt like his life was in danger. Now, this is somebody that came clear over from one state to another. And I'm imagining it's not really so much because they're angry about the protest. This is they shot a black man in the back and now they're going to protest for it. They think, you know what I'm saying, they have the audacity to call out what they think is wrong. Let's go over there and put these black folks in their place. That's what I get from it.
Me too.
All right.
He shoots those people. Hold on, man.
Go ahead.
He shoots those people in the crowd. The police escort him back to his vehicle with his mother. They go back from Wisconsin to Illinois. He gets a good night's rest before they even file an order to extradite him back to Wisconsin to face criminal justice charges.
Gotcha.
Now, my problem, like I fully agree with Roy. We gotta be compliant. We gotta let things take its course. We gotta, continue to do our protests and then do our thing, with politics and press these legislators to get these laws right so they can get these people, to change their standards of operations. But then you see shit like that happens, bro, and that adds insult to injury. And then the real question becomes, like, what really is it gonna take? You know what I mean? Like, it's
Now, with this situation, bro, like I say, speaking on my behalf, right, and for what I done picked up for this situation, right? Now, the boy came from a different state, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, the state he came from Illinois, which is only like a 30-minute drive from where the fuck where they went down there, right?
Right.
I read up, I seen another little clip of video about it, right, from a lawyer stand of it, right? Like I say, 30 minutes drive ain't that hard. Hell, it takes me 30 minutes to get to. I stay 30 minutes away from work. So 30 minutes, yeah, give or take, maybe across state lines. Kind of like that whole Canton, Louisiana type of deal, You stay here, but you work over there type of things. But that's one thing, right? I am pissed. However, the whole situation came down, like you said, that he take his ass home after shooting people. Full night rest, number one. Number two, not only did he shot somebody, number two, his ass actually is a minor with the AR.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't supposed to have till you 21, and I'm pretty sure Chicago's things get a little tricky. Well, Illinois gets tricky with gun laws out there. Kind of tough, well, especially in the Chicago part, but I believe it's still out throughout the state. So, and if his parents did drive him up there, they should be held responsible too for letting their kid ride around with a rifle. The first damn place. So
as an accomplice or something.
Yeah.
That part. However, though, one thing I did get out of that though, it's not the narrative as you just said though. From what I seen, was he was out there. Why the fuck he was out there at this damn protest? At a protest that's supposed to be peaceful with the rifle in the first damn place. The hell is beyond me. And the group that he was with, the hell beyond me too. They claimed they was watching over a store that one of them fucking knew, provide medical assistance, some old random BS, right?
Mm-hmm.
I consider that to be random BS, but hey. And after he got into it with this one white dude in the group that was out there protesting, right? White dude by chance, they got real heated, and white dude like, shoot me, bro, type of stuff, right? And the dude basically threw a Molotov cocktail at this dude, right? At the little boy.
White dude threw a Molotov cocktail at the 17-year-old kid?
Yeah. So he was on the run. I ain't gonna lie to you. From what I see, his ass is on the run. And when he got to the point where somebody else threw something else at him, and somebody yelled out, "Hey, get his ass." That's when he fell, and that's when he started shooting at the people that coming at him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then After he shot the first person, but another dude with a skateboard came on there, popped him in the head, and they try to rush him. Apparently, they ain't rushed him good enough because he's able to shoot off some more rounds and knock the mother cats off. And unfortunately, well, I ain't gonna say I will say legally, this shit can't get turned into a self-defense issue.
You know what, man,
and like I said, so that's therefore I'm not thinking they're gonna. It's not like he just ran in the crowd shooting at folks.
Right.
He ran because he got his ass whooped, and like I say, his parents take him down there, take a kid to a goddamn heated protest. It could possibly turn to a riot with the AR that his ass ain't supposed to be holding on in the first place. That's child endangerment. That's the parents should be held responsible just as much as this damn child, and thus therefore, I believe they should get caught with that manslaughter cases.
So none of us here are like legal experts here, but if we spitballing here on some legal shit, we looking at some federal charges, right? We looking at an adult transporting a minor across state lines. I mean, the rifle, I'm assuming is legal, but transporting across state lines.
That's something to look into as well.
With the rifle, right? We're looking at some assault. We're looking at a attempted murder. We're looking at murder. And there may be a self-defense piece in there for the murder, but I think at the end of the day, what it comes back down to is why was a child in a crowd after hours with a loaded rifle? You see what I'm saying? Like
that's what I'm getting at. Like, so those parts of it to lead up to this self-defense part should weigh more factor than the self-defense claim.
Here's the other part. In the news article, in the news report that we watched, they are actually starting a defense fund for this kid.
Which I believe some BS too.
Now, I seen that on I seen it on Facebook not too long ago, bro. Somebody had posted it.
Like a Christian,
because they was comparing it was him, that Rittenhouse dude, and they were comparing this other black guy that had accidentally killed somebody, and they were just comparing the two with the charges. I don't know if y'all seen that post on Facebook, the charges, the whole GoFundMe thing. Like, the black dude GoFundMe thing got shut down or something. Mm-hmm. But, this dude here, his stuff is like $80,000 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like now with that's why I was saying, man, like these times we in, bro, like shit, it's just real crazy, man. And ain't no way that no person of color, I ain't even gonna say a black dude, a black person, bro, a person of color, bro, if that skin was a little bit darker, if he was Asian from like, I don't know what Asian country got dark skin and color or whatever. If it was a darker color person, bro, and there wasn't no fair skinned white person, bro, like ain't no way that dude would have walked down the doggone street. Ain't no way he'd have went home.
At all,
man. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't
no
way
they've been fighting trying to get him sick.
Dog. This is the irony, and I'm glad you said that, Roy. This is the irony, the ironic part about all of it, right? So it all started out with the guy with the black dude that got shot, right? He got shot because he simply didn't want to talk to the police. Pretty much, right? We can agree on that. Now, this is the same town, the same state, where the 17-year-old shoots some people in the crowd, and he walks towards the police with the rifle. The police, they take his statement or whatever. They let him go back home to Illinois to get a good night's rest. So you have a guy that commits murder.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy, bro.
And then
It's crazy.
Bold enough to go talk to the police after he committed murder.
Hey,
But you know what though?
get the gab. It
But you
depends
know
on
what
what.
though? Right. It is, you know, they didn't get the gab yet. But you know what though? That just goes to the privilege.
That part too.
That speaks to the privilege that certain people got, that they can get away with a little bit more stuff. They looked at a different way and different things like that. It goes to their privilege. It's not right, but it's what we gotta deal with, man. That's why, like, I get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't been harassed by police. I didn't been, you know what I'm saying, put in jail for false reasons. And I didn't been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But best believe, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm aware of what's going on. But I ain't gonna, I just, like, it's I ain't gonna give them no more reason to do nothing else. If they do it, they do it. At least I know my soul gonna rest peacefully knowing that. And then I just come back as a ghost and torment the hell out of his family and his little kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I scare the shit out of them when I come a ghost or whatever. But you know what I mean? Like,
I say you already go down the hard road. Ain't no point take your damn shoes off while you're doing it, right?
Yeah. So this is the last part. This is the last part about it. I'm gonna go back to Ant's piece about, you know what I'm saying. If it had been anybody else that came down there, now it was a 17-year-old, and Roy, this goes back to your piece too. It was a 17-year-old white kid that came from Illinois to Wisconsin with a rifle. Could you imagine if Chief Keef mama drove him from Inglewood, O Block?
Hey, not Chief Keef, King Von, baby, King Von. If King Von would have drove him up there, that joker probably wouldn't have made it. Probably would have made it cross doggone Wrigley Field, wherever that field is.
The police would have allowed them to go back across that state line?
Hell no.
You gonna find out about the gun line real quick.
Like, not the gun line, huh?
Nah, but this is what I was gonna say before I got on my soapbox, man. Like, in these days, bro, and with all this stuff going on, and with, you know, all the Trump rallies and different things going on, all this Confederate flag stuff going on in South Carolina, Georgia, all that kind of stuff, like, people that's with that kind of stuff have became a lot more vocal, have gained a newfound confidence in themselves with talking about that kind of stuff and expressing their feelings and all that kind of stuff, because so many people are with it, you know what I mean, that's just like them, so they feel like they can say a little bit more, act a little bit, you know, different ways, say, you know, say this or that, say this and that or whatever. Like, people coming out the woodworks, bro, and I would almost be willing to guarantee, dog, that if they was to really investigate, you know, his mom and them and him, his folks, I could almost guarantee that they was probably into some type of white supremacy type stuff, or, you know what I'm saying, we're into that whole, you know, hell, don't take the Confederate flag down, and what and all that kind of stuff. You live in doggone Wisconsin. What you got to do with South Carolina and the flag? But I guarantee they had something to say about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, them type of people, bro, like, they found the newfound confidence, man, to say a little bit more than what they wouldn't have said 5-6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? They'd have been some closet that's like say closet Klansmen, rather than,
which is why I think,
you know what I'm saying, being out open in the front with it or whatever. But now with all this stuff going on, and I mean, if you think about it, bro, like, you got the cover of a lot of stuff. You got the cover of the election. You got the cover of coronavirus. You got the cover of Black Lives Matter. You got the cover of all these people getting, you know what I'm saying, killed and different things like that. You got this cover of the Fort Hood stuff. Like, there's a lot of cover to be in the world and in the media, whatever, that allows certain people to come out and say stuff that they normally wouldn't say or they normally wouldn't do. But you know what? You know what I'm saying? Dude went to the right spot, because I guarantee he wouldn't have went down on O Block with that stuff.
Oh yeah,
Ain't no way he'd have walked down O Block.
He wouldn't have made it out of that.
He wouldn't have made it down O Block with no AR or no M14, whatever they call it. You know what I mean? Out there, whatever they call it. Ain't no way he'd have walked down there with that. Ain't no way.
Man.
And then it would have took the police about an hour to get down there. He'd have been started riding by the time the police got there.
You done spoke a whole hour worth of a whole new conversation that we could talk on that one all day. But I will say this, man. You're absolutely right, Ray. All this crazy shit going on is exactly probably what made the mama feel like it was okay to drive her son with a rifle into another state to possibly commit murder.
You know, the uncle probably got a Ford with some fucking bull nuts hanging from the bottom of it, with a Confederate sticker stuck to the bumper. Like, you know what I'm saying?
More likely.
So we're gonna move on to the next piece, the next part of this. Our last topic, I like to call this the ignorant shit segment.
AF.
we still trying to figure out the format of our shit. But, you know, while you was gone, Roy, me and Ant decided, you know what I'm saying, we at least want to cover 3 topics, 2 being some real shit, the third being like some ignorant entertainment shit, you know what I'm saying? So
Black Twitter.
Black Twitter. So we brought Debbie supposed to be our guest for this week, you know what I'm saying? But she flaked out on us at the last minute. But we brought she's behind the scenes consultant for all of our information ratchet and
our tomfooleries.
Our tomfoolery, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, tomfoolery.
So we call this piece the ignorant shit segment. Hey, bro, I don't know if you can see the screen, Roy, but you know everything that I'm looking at is Cardi B and Carol Baskin.
Oh,
Carol motherfucking Baskin.
Carol Baskin. Man, I never watched all that Tiger King stuff, bro. Like,
hey, man,
after Tiger King married that second dude, bro, like I was done.
That was enough for you. You had to leave it alone.
That was enough for me, man. That was enough for me. I ain't watched no more of it, man.
Hey, it just amazed me. All it cost him was a 4-wheeler to suck a man's dick. How about he ain't gay?
Hey, then turn around and say, yeah, no, you know. Yeah, he
gave me meth, a gun, a 4-wheeler, and a fancy new Dodge. Freaky dicky, why not?
All right, so
while you play the video, I'm about to refill my ice. I'll be right back. I ain't got my fancy ice today. Keep on going.
But what she saw in the new Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion music video, WAP, that was released last Friday, with Carol calling the women out for their use of big cats in the video. Hey, what's up, Iris? It's Mackenzie here, and today on the channel, I'm going to be filling you in on Carol Baskin's thoughts on the new WAP music video. So after seeing the new music video, Carol Baskin had some thoughts on the use of big cats in the video, telling her thoughts to Billboard, with Baskins throwing some shade by saying, quote, "My guess is that most people won't even see the photoshopped cats in the scenes because the rest is so lurid." Then adding, quote, "I was happy to see that it does appear to all be photoshopped. It didn't look like the cats were really in the rooms with the singers." But adding, even though the cats were not in the studio, it's still problematic that they had to pose in front of a green screen at all. Then adding that she doesn't like how this will promote the ownership of big cats to the rich. And if you missed it in the video, several exotic animals, including leopards and tigers, are seen for short times in the video, with Baskins adding that it was most likely big cat pimps that owned these animals, because at a sanctuary like hers, getting the cats in front of a green screen would be basically impossible, saying, quote, "It can't happen in sanctuaries like ours, where cats have plenty of room to avoid a green screen." Adding, quote, "That tells me they probably dealt with one of the big cat pimps, who makes a living from beating, shocking, and starving cats to make them stand on cue in front of a green screen in the studio. It's never good for the cat." Neither of the women has responded to all of this, but considering the fact that Cardi B tweeted out in support for Joe Exotic when Tiger King was viral, I'm assuming she wouldn't have nice things to say to Carol. Even saying in one tweet, "Carol, you think you slick?" So yeah, there's clearly bad blood between both parties here. Alrighty, everyone, that's all for that story today. Let me know what you're thinking about all this below. Also, let me know if you saw the WAP music video. And did you notice the big cats in it at all? For me, I never noticed the cats whatsoever until I saw this.
All right, so there it is, man. Cardi B says she won't smoke with Carol Baskin. You think she done reached out to Joe? Oh, Exotic Joe from the feds?
Joe said her some letters and some tea. He said, you think? Soon as she said that shit.
Damn it, I got the WAP too.
Hey.
Got that whoop ass pussy.
Hey man,
Oh, man.
like really?
Oh.
Cardi B and Carol back, like, hey, the comeback line was slick. They didn't even report the comeback line, right? So she said, you got the nerve to talk about me and these tigers and these, you know what I'm saying, these cats in my video, but shit, you need to be worrying about that investigation on your husband.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, that man Joe, oh brother Joe, he threw his damn pudding cup down when he heard that shit. Said, God damn it, I told you. That bitch is on to something. Find her goddamn husband.
And you think old Joe Exotic got a big ass poster of Carol Baskin on his cell wall, throwing pudding pops and pencils and shit at every day.
Probably got a poster with a mouth cut out of it. Tell about Joe. That ain't crazy.
Joe is crazy.
And
man.
Joe really, really hate that Carol Baskin.
Joe is crazy, bro. Hey man,
Joe probably in there. Joe probably in there trying to hide, doing some damn murder for hire shit, man.
Oh, instead of a $500 man hitman, he gonna find a 6 ramen noodle ass hitman.
Yeah.
Joe said his Tiger Sanctuary back, bro.
Man, I think did old boy sell all this stuff, man? I think old boy did. They took over the shit.
Yeah, but recently, the dude that had pretty much stole the zoo from him, he lost that shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if somebody had bought it from him or like he had got into some trouble, he had to give it up. But yeah, he don't own that shit no more, bro.
Dang.
I don't know. I just know Carol Baskin don't want it with no Cardi B. That's for sure.
Nah, not at all.
You don't want that Bronx bomber
I don't know,
throwing that lyrical homicide at him.
I don't know, right?
They say please.
You don't want it, bro.
I want to side with Cardi B, but we gotta remember, man, this is the same motherfucker that allegedly fed her husband to the tigers and act like she don't know shit about it.
Hey, she ain't do that. She ain't do it by herself, bro.
Hey, bro.
She ain't do it by herself.
What does she
know? She know them goons in silence, though, Charles.
Yeah, she know, bro. And how she be smiling, bro, motherfucker. Yeah, just cats and everything. I don't know. One day I just looked up and he was gone. But I know the week before, all his assets were signed in my name. I just remarried.
Hey man, she probably pushed his ass inside that tiger pen or something like that, and then they feed the tigers for a whole doggone week, and then they probably ate his ass. That's right? Probably what the hell happened. But she ain't finna send ain't nobody finna come close to Cardi B with no bullshit like that, bro. And she don't want it with no Cardi B.
All I'm saying,
I can just tell you that right now. Ain't yet you seen Love and Hip Hop New York?
Hey, Cardi, I would give
Cardi B smack bitches, bro.
I would give Cardi her too, bro. But listen, Carol Baskins fed a whole goddamn human to a tiger, bro. That man sat there. Hey, you seen that shit? You seen when they was interviewing her, bro? How happy and calm she was, bro. Like, ain't shit happening. Hey, bro, if you fed a motherfucker to a tiger and somebody asked you about it, bro, you would be nerve-wracked behind that shit, bro. This motherfucker just sitting there smiling. Yeah, look at the pretty kitties.
now with that chick she had after that happened. I probably be calm as cucumber. I probably be cool as a shit. I gotta think about it. She got millions of dollars to keep going to court with old trifling Joe. She got money for goons. She got money for a whole lot of other stuff. I'll be the coolest. Hey, go ahead. I got enough money to throw on the case. I'll be on my Mr. Biggs. Take that shit to trial.
Take that shit to trial, huh?
Do.
All right, fellas. So, you know what I'm saying? This about it, man. We about to hit that hour mark, and we gonna roll into the hot shit that we fucking with. Roy, you still there with us?
Yeah, I'm looking for something real quick.
Okay, you still trying to getting your shit together?
Yeah.
All right, so while you getting your shit together, we'll roll in the ant shit and go ahead and open us up, man, and tell us a little bit about your
I'll go down 3. One more message. There we go. This is my Houston trip. I had to go back to my boy Toby, man. That boy be riding, so I gotta keep it going. And it kind of bring me back to some old school little H-Town swag, you know?
H-Town swag, huh?
Yeah.
So we're going with Toby.
It's called Houston Tribute.
Houston Tribute.
Yeah.
We're going to start with the Houston Tribute. For everybody that's from Houston, this for you. For everybody that ain't from Houston, to sing this song with us.
Hey,
Feel like you're from Houston.
just like last time, we're going to open them with a shot.
Man, talk to the people. Here we go.
Get it.
All right, so I was raised on the southwest side of Houston, Texas. Haley, but we grew up jamming Big Mo.
Roy, we open them up with a shot. Each song open up with a shot.
I got you.
That's it, Southside, we roll on Chopper. Southside, on Chopper. I said, Southside, we roll on Chopper. Or hold it down. Come on, hold it down. We gon' hold it down. South gon' hold it down. Hold it down. I said, hold it down. We gon' hold it down. Southwest gon' hold it down. Look, off the bat I attack. Word to Bruce Wayne. I spit crack and I stay strapped. Don't need the shoestring, but don't confuse things. The good shepherd gave me a new frame of mind so you can see that I'm different. Word to 2 Chainz, cool. But I'm still the same OG. I stay low key with more sauce than AOD. I play gold lid when blessings start to rain on me and catch a lot of chips and guac AMO lid. Monetary blessings for you slow people. My flow a monastery for them extra poor people that don't get commentary and get honored rarely for the guava jelly they produce, even though they get thrown fecal. Matter on a platter made by late oppressor. I shatter all that chatter that seem to make us lesser than anybody that put on they draw the same way I do. Name could be Molly the way I get it rockin' with my crew. But it ain't my name, Tobet Chuku, which means praise God, but just like Face Mob, I knew too well just how good it felt to be a gangster. Roll emojis and bankers, but somehow found sanctums. All up and through the streets of 8-leaf, grew up 8 beats. What in my pants kept 8 grease. Now I slay beats. Remember when I would slay freaks. Back when Sherman worked at Popeyes and was sneaking 8-piece box. A chicken straight through the drive-thru. Back when we was young, dumb, and broke in high school, when we would dodge guns and swung on those in Pyro and would ride, live, and die by one concise rule that's unless it's a one-on-one, no spectator. Or you'll get hit and be trying to breathe with your chest vacant. That's the hood definition of breathtaking. No West craving. I seen horror films on the West daily. But you play the cards you dealt when you don't get to pick it. That ain't the thickest, but she solicit. Yahweh the quickest. Most people get explicit with trying to visit the mountaintop with intentions to sacrifice all but that in the thicket. I'm speaking solely of atonement. And most would get it if they weren't living just for the moment. The air we breathe is rented, repeated. It's hard to comprehend when you visit Bennett. They say you must become the separate. That's a misnomer. Relationships are the greatest wealth. The problem is you in relationships where hate itself is the sole establishment, so much so you wouldn't date yourself. Ouch. That's a pinch that might cause compression. But don't fret, we all miss some steps. If it was Satan, he got the pissing on my leg and told me it's raining. But that urination led to the actualization of me cracking the safe in my life to look past the frustrations of one of my partners clapping his gal and blasting his selfie. Realizing that the world is flawed. Though it's all Gucci, it's the same dookie in different stalls. Elohim introduced me to Lucy so we can pause. Then wipe it down like Boosie and use me to make withdrawals. On folk that got integrity and life, then pass it back to those that lack the necessities of life. The recipe for equity ain't in celebrity hype, and your destiny low-key tied to the death of the device that has your spirit mangled. I peep your frustrations. Stop giving CPR to their situations. Some people don't go far because they too impatient. I went from rapping in the car to rapping with Sway and Tracy G. I audaciously murdered every beat that they gathered on the plate for me. So they plainly see how the spirit embraces me way before I get to see all the G's like Freemasonry. Taste and see the goodness of the drinking gourd. My Lord, reward the horde that follows the torch you stored inside my pen. My flow be leading them towards shores that might convince them that healing might just can happen for the nappy heads. But we can't stop at the beach, dig deepest past the edge, and let your toes hit that water, renew your aura, but keep a pistol to slaughter any demons that come at your neck. Yeah, I said keep a pistol to slaughter any demons that come at your neck. Big Mo would be so proud. DJ Screw would be proud. My grandpa would be proud. Hey, look, Southside hero on choppers. I said Southside hero on choppers. Southside hero on choppers. I said Southside hero on choppers. There was a song. It said wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades on the Impala. Caller getting laid tonight. I had to spin my I hit the highway. I'm making money the
highway. Gotta be a better way, better way, better way, yeah.
I hit the highway, the flyway, but got to be a
Oh no, he ain't hit that hawk on.
Don't put on a show, the pass by your house and blow. I'm knocking at your door.
And if you wanna reach me, hit me on the down low. If I don't call back, don't put on the show. When I pass by your house and blow, instead of knocking on the south side, we roll on choppers. South side, we roll on choppers. South side, we roll on choppers. I said south side, we roll on choppers. H-Town, that was for you.
Y'all niggas, y'all brothers welcome.
Hey, check this out, man.
You know what?
Check this out.
After last week, and shit, this here, I'm a fan now.
Hey, check this out. You know, before we came on here and started recording, I was talking about what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? For us as music goes.
Okay.
I wanted, you know what I'm saying, to do some, you know, some Dallas music or whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you something. I've been messing with Toby.
Yeah.
I think that, I don't know if y'all boys listening to that, to what I sent y'all the other day.
Hey, I've been on Toby. I'm with you.
That's what I want to hear. I want to hear Eat. I want to hear that Toby Eat, because he taking it back, and just the flow at the end kind of remind you of being in the, you know, the high school, man, when you had them boys like Devin and B. Perry, Bruno, Aldrich, Nim, and they was freestyling and everything. Everybody say be like, yeah.
Be Perry, yeah.
Be like, yeah. Every time they say something, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like that took me back to
Man.
the days, man. When
Yeah.
I can't forget about Chris Christian. He was notorious for the whole thing. Chris Christian, I always forget it crunk with the
Don't forget our boy Sue Real, Sigga Sue.
Oh yes, can't forget
Sigga
about
Sue.
Sue Real. Can't forget about him, man. And man, you think about it, man. Just imagine think about all them people in school, man, that would do all that rapping stuff, man, and how cold them boys was.
Had every now and then had old Chuck and Eddie Kane on the little thing.
Yeah. Chuck and Eddie Kane on there. You can't forget about E. Walker too.
Oh, E. Walker
Can't forget about Too Clean.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna have to chop this part of it up, and then tag all them people on here.
Yeah, man. You can't forget about Too Clean on that thing. David Carter. You know what I'm saying?
Even though Daly got a teaspoon in there a little bit.
Can't forget about that. Took it back to when everybody Clicks was making CDs, bro.
Yeah.
So this is it, right? Toby and Eat. So we shooting to this one?
Yeah, we shoot to the Eat, bro. We shoot to the Eat, man.
Huh?
Hey, but you know, before you play it though, I want to hear Toby. Kendrick. Kendrick, and Big Crit. I want to hear them make an album, make a song. That thing be fire, bro.
Gotta have Chris.
You gotta have Crit in there. Crit gotta do the beat. Crit gotta do the beat, and he gotta produce it and rap, man. He gotta engineer that thing.
You know what?
That's a quadruple platinum out.
Record like right this. There. If you just have Toby and Crit doing the music, doing the beat, doing the verses. If you have either ASAP or Tyler making the beats for it, kill the game.
Nah.
Kill the game.
And then just imagine you threw the OGs in there like Common. You threw 3 Stacks in there.
Man, you gotta get 3 Stacks out of it. Erica got that boy locked down. You ain't catch.
Y'all threw Kendrick on there, so I'm cool with that. Anything that throw Kendrick on, but if y'all throwing names in there, I want to throw an unsung name on there too. I want to throw Killer on there.
Ooh,
Killer could go on anything.
Yeah, Bill.
I want to throw Killer in there.
And he got to say Bill before he start rapping.
Bill. All right, we about to get in. Y'all ready to shoot it?
Man, go for it. Go out with it.
Look, I eat beats, watch me dining. With both and I'm defiling every beat I'm on, even though I know it's wrong to treat rappers like a napkin after I pissed on commode. Then I wipe us on the toilet, can't decipher if you know that my life is tied to giving hoodlums life despite the almost like shout out to those who told me Toby was a pet name. My colleagues that embody everything I overcame, blowing that gazi to
Hard to sleep on me, not just swim big. Broke, now I ball, I just get here. Get one shot, that's what Slim said. I won't win, duration, to vacate. Anything I gave, way to poverty. You can tell I move with sovereignty. Obviously, I'm an anomaly. Every part I spit the novelty. We don't ride the waves, we create. That's how we made it to Beyonce flavor. Toby used to have some more big pieces. But now we got a crib with open spaces. With open faces. On basic. Been influenced by the city. It's spacious. Never
say. Gorilla on the beat, I go Harambe. Stacey Adams head to toe on my prom day. Some kids life wilder than Deontay. White dog trying to get a verse from Andre. But my baby mama sworn Aphrodite though. If it's the issue, pack a pistol, keep it tight and tucked. If I'm trying to early dismiss you, you know you wrong. Either way, it's tragedy. Please don't try to take my life, that's a catastrophe. On my soul, ain't no hoe in my anatomy. And I put it on everything like Tony Sashery.
Told you, Scott.
Hey, yeah, you know what? Hey.
That's what we riding.
Roy, you know what, Roy?
Yeah.
When I get around to editing this video, I'm editing that part out by itself with your pre-shit, and I'm tagging all them niggas that you was talking about.
Hey man, and you gotta tag. And if you think of anybody else, that I left off that list that used to be in that in that cafeteria table in the morning, spitting, freestyling,
bars.
that I left them off, you tag them
bars. Too. Hey, and you right, bro. That's what when we got them.
Hey, all you need that pen in that goddamn quarter.
Hey. Who was it that used to start the beat off, man? Who was it that used to be with was it B. Perry that had the pen?
B. Perry always he was good with it
all the time.
Perry had that bitch. He always start off with that Hard Night Life, and then he come back through with one more.
Yeah, man, you gotta tag all them boys, man. You gotta tag all of them.
Lord forbid, we almost forgot about your boy Beats though. Who Beats with the subs?
Who Beats with the sub?
Yeah, you got me with that one.
That dude used to stay not too far from you there, Ed. I want to say the same street. Caught a dude Beats, man. Had a little gap, had a little booty with the curl shit. Real black ass dude.
I think I know who you talking about. I think he stayed down the street from Fry Daddy, huh?
Actually, a little bit from him, yeah.
Yeah, I think I know you. I can't remember his name though, man.
What I'm talking about, man. Hey, bro. I think y'all went back to back Toby on me, man, and y'all shitted on me, man. So I don't know if my
hey, do you? We respect you. We respect you.
You know what did I do last week, Aunt? I don't even remember what I did last week.
You did
propane, bro.
I did propane. Because you
can't go wrong with propane.
You can't go wrong with propane. Y'all went Texas. I want to go Texas, but you know what? You done blew my goddamn mind. I don't even want to go into the Texas archives right now. Because you bringing up so much shit that I want to pull out, and I don't think nothing can compare it because y'all brought a new dude to the table. So I'm just
wait till I find my little J CD. I still got that too.
I'm gonna stick with my original pick. We're gonna go West Coast with this. Y'all know me, man. Y'all done grew up with me. Y'all know I always had an affinity for the West Coast. I'm rocking with the game. This is off the Born to Rap album, Blood Thicker Than Water. That's the name of the song. This shit, you know, I'm a music person, man. Music speaks to me, and when a motherfucker say some shit that like the soundtrack to my life, that really stand out. There's a line on this shit, and I'll talk about it, you know, after my nigga go through it. But I ain't gonna do no more talking, man. I'm just gonna get into it. Y'all ready for the shots?
Let's get it.
Always.
Hold on, I'm gonna do one more. Add some. Number right there.
Blood stains dripping from heart. Pain Pain got me looking to the sky.
Hey, Street Wonder, you know the history.
Blades thicker than water.
The best rapper alive ain't up for debate. Cause every time you challenge the throne, niggas hate it. Just like your neighborhood, niggas smile when they in your face. Inspire behind your back, and then show up to your wake. That shit fake. Whatever it takes, you gotta defeat those odds. You don't trust nobody on this earth except your mama and God. Niggas show their true colors, you don't even ask why. Cause niggas always watch you cook and wanna slice your pie. Leave you surprised, keep your eye on the prize and aim for the sky. You was born by yourself, and that's the way you gon' die. Get the fuck up off your ass and stop wasting your time. Don't get discouraged by no mountain, that shit easy to climb. You gotta do it at your own pace, just like I tell my son, I can't do this shit for you, bro. You gotta win your own race. Stop walking around this mansion with the long face. Look at everything your daddy accomplished when you long faith, and remember, the real see through the fake. You gotta grind through this shit. You do whatever it takes. You gotta take care of who you love. Give your mama continuous hugs. Stop having all these expectations from people who ain't your blood.
Yeah, blood stains dripping from my eyes. Pain got me looking to the sky. Oh my, oh my. Blood's thicker than water. Spent my whole life trying not to die. Only time that I feel alive. When I'm looking,
I know life ain't easy. I know death is hard. I know pain. I've been to funerals, seen family scars. Look at my skin, all these tattoos, bullet wounds and scars. Can't nobody tell me shit. I used to sleep in my car. I know that life ain't easy. I know death is hard. I know tears can sometimes drown a broken heart. I know it's hard to make it up when you was down from the start. I know I ain't going back. Already came too far. Life ain't easy. It ain't supposed to be. Ain't none of you niggas gon' fuck over me. I walk with God and I'ma stay clutching these rosaries. You ain't gotta be on my side. I keep a Glock 9 close to me. Bulletproof rose, the color of a cocoa leaf. AK-47 under my chauffeur seat. They killing niggas in Compton. Some of y'all hope it's me. That thought alone make niggas paranoid, so watch how you approaching me.
Yeah, blood stains dripping from my eyes. Pain got me looking to the sky. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Yeah, spent my whole life trying not to die. Only time that I feel alive. When I look in your eyes.
Well, fellas, that was my pick for the week.
Rapper, my man. Hey, good choice there. Good choice there.
All
Yeah,
right,
that was a
man,
good choice,
all right,
man.
man. I know I can't keep up with you fellas, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all came and just shitting on me this week, but you know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold it down. We go hold it down.
I'm gonna tell you, Toby got me when he hit me with that. When he hit that big hawk, man. Chilling with my brother, you already know.
Yeah.
But they hit it on the down. Man, was that you, Roy, that went with me his last show in Houston, Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me, you, and old Thickle. And one other friend. Had a good time there.
I think we might have went over an hour a little bit, fellas. I want to try to keep it at an hour, man, and of course we're gonna try this shit. Gonna try to get better, man. We're gonna do it once a week. We're gonna cut it up at least 3 ways, man, and push it. You know what I'm saying? The way we push it. Of course, you know, y'all always got input. We all 3 executives of this, man. Try to push some shit, and it's kind of cool, man, because we don't never see each other. So at least we can see each other at least once a week, man, and chop it up about shit, man, and talk some shit. Y'all got anything to plug before we out?
Man, everybody, y'all be good. Y'all stay safe out there. Shit. Prayers and condolences to old Black Panther, man. Old Chadwick.
Yeah.
Prayers and condolences for one of our good fallen classmates, Sister Moon.
Man, you took my thunder, man. You took my thunder. I was going to talk about that, man. But most definitely.
Hey, love y'all. pray for y'all families, man. Take care of y'all people and look after y'all people, man. Cause one day they're here, one day you're gone, you know. So
like Pimp C said, one day you're here, the next day you gone. Roy, you got anything you want to push, bro? I know Ant kind of stole
Yeah.
thunder.
But great minds think alike, man. Great minds think alike. Most definitely prayers and thoughts and, you know, condolences and stuff go out to Erica and the whole family. You know what I mean? She left behind, you know, some kids and stuff, man. So I know the family grieving and stuff over that, man. I'm not sure exactly how she passed or whatever, but you know, most definitely condolences after that, and just to all the rest of our classmates and stuff, man. That then passed away, man, from some crazy stuff, man. Like I said, you know, crazy world we live in, man. So, you know, most definitely, you know what I'm saying, we gotta love each other. And going back to, you know, what my kinfolk Andre said on his Facebook post, man. I'm not sure if y'all seen Andre Ray's thing on Facebook, man, where he was just like, when he made that video, man, talking about, hey, you know, basically saying he loved y'all, man. He loved everybody, man. And just you know, sometimes stuff is, you know, it's bigger than us. You know what I mean? If you got any petty beefs out there, let that shit go, man. It ain't worth it. Like Pimp C say, brothers fighting over crumbs. He got a whole loaf of bread for y'all, man. So it's enough out here for everybody to eat, man. Don't hate on the next person. You know what I mean? You try to, you know, we gotta collaborate and we gotta do all this stuff together, man. As far as all this change stuff goes and uplifting each other and, you know, and bringing back stuff the way it needs to be. But appreciate you, Chris, man. Appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? Especially Wade. I know we supposed to do this a lot earlier, so, you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all waiting on me to get everything settled and stuff, man. So I wasn't here last week. Little scheduling difficulties, you know, but they held it down, you know what I mean? So I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, my brothers holding it down for me. So,
you know, this is uncharted territory for all of us. You know, there's 1,000,001 podcasts. I have been wanting to do this shit for a long time. I kind of brainstormed with some other people about doing it. Of course, with COVID, and not just with COVID, you know, of course, with all of us, you know our personal situation. We not all in the same location, obviously, because we're doing this shit through Zoom. It's kind of hard to kind of pull folks together. But I couldn't think of any better people to do like a podcast type journey with than folks that, you know, was my core team and family. You know, it's not too many people outside of my blood family that I fuck with. You know what I mean? That I'm willing to go to war with and go to war for, other than these two brothers right here. I see Roy put his damn mask on in the house. But no, we've been rocking for over 20 years, man. And I figure, you know, we rarely are all in the same place at the same time, man. Once in the blue moon. And I figure, man, if at the age that we are now, man, we can come together at least once a week, you know, and bring some life and some character into some shit that's on our mind, you know, and shit like this, man. Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Last week's episode was a good episode. Me and Ant held it down, but I don't know how you feel about it. Having Roy here today, it feels like the last episode was incomplete, man. Like we was missing something. You know?
Yeah, it was, man. We had the third man over there. You know, we need
we got him.
We need a trio, man. We need the whole CE together on this one.
CE, Center of States. That's right. That's right.
We needed the whole CE on that.
I was out masked up, man. I was out there masked up.
So we're gonna do this once a week. We're gonna do one once a week. I'm gonna chop them up into segments. I'm gonna put the whole thing on YouTube. That way, if anybody want to fuck with it on YouTube, they can go fuck with it on YouTube. I'm gonna try to stream, 5-minute segments. I'm gonna stream them on Facebook throughout the week, man, and y'all do y'all best, man, to share it to y'all audience and shit when y'all see it pop up. So until next Saturday or Sunday or whenever we fucking finally get a good schedule when we all sit down and record this shit, man, I'll see y'all at the same Texas place at the same Texas time, even though we're not in the same Texas place on the same Texas time.
Right. Hey, Ross.
Put my mask on.
Cut the check, Ross.
Right here.
Cut the check.
Hey, we try to get endorsement. Nigga, put that money down.
Hey. Cut the check.
We're trying to hit that 1,000 subscribers. Then we start tricking.
Yeah, we got like 3.
That boy that's selling this over like Crest of the Crown, boy. You gotta hold out.
Wear your mask.
Hey, that's right. Wear your mask, man. That coronavirus is real out there, man.
Hey,
it's real.
Mask on.
And it's real. It's real out there, man. Wear your mask, but stay masked up like you stay strapped up.
Squad.
All right, homies. Y'all have a good one, man. Have a blessed one, man.
Y'all do the same, man. Stay love, y'all. Peace.
We'll be back next week.
Tea time.
Stay down.